Once upon a time, in the highlands where the Basotho people lived, there existed a village enveloped by the beauty of the Maluti Mountains. In this village where the echoes of ancestors danced on the wind and the wisdom of elders was cherished like gold, there lived a young girl named Naledi. She was known for her unsatisfiable curiosity and her fondness for stories told by her father, Mpo. One calm evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting colors of amber and gold across the sky, Naledi snuggled under her thick blankets, her eyes twinkling with anticipation.
Daddy?
Yes, Naledi.
She began softly.
Can you tell me a story that Grandpa used to tell you when you were a little boy?
Mpo's heart warmed at her request, recalling the tales of courage, love, and wisdom that had shaped his own childhood. Yes, he nodded, a smile playing on his lips. Let me tell you about a young warrior named Lethabo, whose story echoes through the ages of our village. The lady leaned in eagerly, her imagination already taking flight as Mpo began the tale.
Lethabo was a young man of great spirit and courage.
Mpo began, his voice steady and resonant like the village storytellers of old.
He lived in a time when our people faced many challenges, yet hope burned bright in every heart. Lethabo,
he continued,
was known not only for his bravery, but also for his deep love for Moresi, a maiden whose beauty was matched only by her kindness and wisdom. Their love blossomed like the wildflowers in the meadows, filling the hearts of everyone who knew them with joy.
Naledi's eyes shone with wonder as she imagined Lethabo and Moresi, their love a beacon of hope and in their village.
What did they do, Daddy?
She asked, her voice barely a whisper. Mpo smiled, his voice carrying the weight of the stories unfolding.
One day, a great challenge befell the village.
He recounted,
and Lethabo was called upon by the elders to undertake a sacred task. But there was a sacred valley forbidden to all except the wisest of elders and the purest of hearts, where the spirits of our ancestors resided.
Naledi gasped softly, sensing the gravity of what her father was about to tell her.
Did he go into the valley, Daddy?
She asked, her eyes wide with curiosity. Mpo nodded gravely.
Yes, Naledi,
he said, his voice gentle yet firm.
Lethabo, driven by his desire to prove himself and to protect his village, ventured into the forbidden valley despite the warnings of the elders. As he journeyed deeper into the valley,
Mpo continued,
Lethabo encountered a spirit guardian, ancient and wise, who tested his resolve and questioned his intentions. But in his eagerness to prove his courage, Lethabo made a promise to the spirit guardian, a promise he was not able to keep.
Naledi listened, hanging on every word as the tale unfolded.
What happened next, Daddy?
She asked, her voice barely a whisper in the stillness of their home. Mpo's expression softened as he continued.
Realizing the weight of his mistake, Lethabo returned to the village with a heavy heart. He knew he had betrayed the trust of the elders and endangered the harmony of their community. But
Mpo continued,
Lethabo did not hide from his wrongdoing. With the support of Moresi and the guidance of the village elders, he humbly confessed his disobedience and sought forgiveness.
Naledi nodded thoughtfully, her young mind grappling with the complexities of the tale.
Did they forgive him, Daddy?
She asked, her voice tinged with hope. Mpo smiled warmly.
Yes, Naledi,
he said.
Through his humility and the strength of his love for his people, Lethabo was forgiven. He learned a valuable lesson that day, that true courage is not found in defiance or recklessness, but in honoring tradition, listening to wisdom, and being true to oneself.
As the last embers of daylight faded beyond the horizon, Naledi nestled deeper under her blanket, her heart full with the tale of Lethabo Muresi.
I promise
She whispered softly.
to always listen to your wisdom, Daddy, and to learn from the stories of our ancestors.
Mpo kissed her forehead gently, a swell of pride and love filling his heart.
And so,
He murmured,
the wisdom of our village lives on, carried by the hearts and minds of our children, like you, Naledi.
If you want to learn more, like and subscribe and turn on your notifications button.